if you're planning to study abroad, make sure that you do not fall for these things. I've seen so many people end up going to universities in Canada and then regretting. Why? Because they did not join a DLI. What is a DLI? We'll be talking about that. So many people going to New Zealand and regretting because they did not end up joining a DLI. Okay, I should be talking about DLIs, right? Let's talk about it. So simply put, DLI is a designated learning institute, which means that these are the institutes that government says are authorized to give away certifications, okay, degrees. Now, let's suppose I am in India right now. If I want to open a university, can I open a university? Yes, who's gonna stop me? I can open a college as well. And can I ask international students to come to my college? Absolutely yes. But does that mean the degree that I give from my college, unless I get it approved by UGC or any other council, can I still give out degrees? I mean, what's stopping me? I'll just say that this is a diploma course given by me. So a private institute, even a coaching center, can end up giving you certificates because they're giving certificates on their own name. They're not saying that this is UGC approved. And in fact, they will have it in bold that we are not UGC approved. But they still can end up giving you certificates. Now, same thing can happen in United States, can happen in Canada, can happen in New Zealand. So there are some places which are called private colleges in Canada. New Zealand has a different name. We have already talked about that in the New Zealand video. I mean, you can watch that video from here, or I'll else leave the link of that in the description or at the end of the video, in which you can watch what are the institutes that you should not go to in New Zealand. But every country has these things. So make sure you do not go to these places. Why? Because if you do a course from a non-DLI institute, there is a chance in Canada, let's suppose, you will not get a post-study work visa. I mean, is that possible? Yes, that is. Let me do one thing. Let me open my phone and I'll try to keep a recording here as well. So now what I've done is I've opened the designated learning institute list. It's a complete list of schools that are specifically listed in Canada where you can go and get a PR from and get a post-study work visa from. So let's suppose I'm going down, and here it asks me to put in my province or territory, right? So I'll put in, let's suppose, you can watch it here, right? So I'll put in, let's suppose, British Columbia. Now when I put British Columbia, it gives me a list of colleges. So here it says 274 entries, right? So in these 274 entries, if I look randomly at any of these colleges, do they offer post-study work visa? No. I mean, all these colleges that you're looking at do not offer you a post-study work visa. You're not eligible for a post-study work visa here. So here you can see a CDA college in which you can get a post-study work visa. But other than that, you cannot get a post-study work visa. And similarly, you can search for your college. Let's suppose University of British Columbia, which obviously would have a University of, British Columbia. So yes, you do get a post-study work visa if you graduate from University of British Columbia. But similarly, I've seen in Punjab, I was on an entire trip onto Punjab to understand what is going wrong with their education system. Why does everyone want to go to Canada and what's happening there? People end up recommending you those places, those private colleges where you do not get a post-study work visa. Why? Because that way, the colleges pay a higher commission to the agent. So please make sure that you're not falling for this. Now, there are some people who absolutely love languages and they want to go to a country to study languages, which is a big no-no from my end. But then who am I to say about this, right? But for those people who want to go to Canada and learn Spanish and Latin, I mean, yes, these countries do offer such courses, but please do not go to these countries and do Spanish and Latin from there. And even the Canadian government does not want you to do that, because if you're going for a course which is primarily taught in a separate foreign language other than English or French, having English or French as a second language for that course, in that case, if it is a course less than 8 months, you do not get any post-study work visa. If it is a course for more than 8 months, you get a 6-month post-study work visa. And ideally, if you go for a normal course for 1 year, you will get a 1-year post-study work visa. If you go for a course for 2 years, you get a 3-year post-study work visa. But if you go for English, Latin, Spanish, Latin, or any other language, please just skip this. Any course that you should go for should be more than 8 months. Please make sure that it is for more than 8 months. If it is less than 8 months, you'll not get any post-study work visa, regardless of if you're learning English, French, or any other maths, computer science, anything. Okay, final thing, which is a very subjective thing, but I want you guys to know this because it's very important, is let's suppose you get a chance to go for a master's and you get a chance to go for a PG diploma. Which one should you go for, a master's or a PG diploma? See, for a PG diploma, your entire tuition fees would be around 10 lakh rupees. For a master's, your tuition fees can be 20 to 25 lakh rupees. Now, people tell me, Murad, I do not want to put my parents through such a financial burden, so I might just go for a PG diploma, because at the end of the day, the job opportunities are very similar, right? I mean, from masters you end up getting around 60,000, and from PG diploma you end up getting 55,000. So what's the difference? It's just $5,000, which is not a lot. So if you think about $5,000, that's like 3 lakh rupees, and for the same 3 lakh rupees, you're paying way too much, right? See, in the beginning I just said that for a master's you will be spending 10 lakh rupees more, and the return on investment for that extra 10 to 15 lakh rupees is just 3 to 4 lakh rupees extra in the salary. So is that worth taking the shot? And my answer to you guys is yes, it is. Listen to it carefully. When you graduate from a master's course, first, it would be from a university. Second, you will have better job opportunities. I mean, it would be easier for you to get a job. Third, when you graduate with 5,000 extra salary, think about this 5,000 every year. So think about your life from a longer term perspective, right? At least you'll work for 30 years. So first major thing is, for 30 years, you're earning 5,000 more. That's 30 into 5,000. That's a lot of maths. I'm going to do that without a calculator. So that's 30 into 5,000, that's 50,000, $1,50,000. So $1,50,000 is 1 crore rupees. So the 10 lakh rupees that you're spending in the beginning accounts for 1 crore rupees. That's the first differentiation. Second differentiation is, whenever you get a pay raise, the pay raise is based on the course that you did, and the pay raise is based on the base salary that you have. Now, in a place where you have 55,000 as base salary, I mean 55,000 won't be your base salary, but let's suppose 55,000 is your base salary, and on the other place 60,000 is your base salary. So you'll have a raise of 60,000 as opposed to 55,000. So these are some technicalities, but at the end of the day, to keep it very short, if you have the opportunity, please go for a master's. Please just don't deprive yourself of the privilege of a master's just because it was 10-15 lakh rupees more expensive than a PG diploma. I hope this made sense to you guys. I hope you liked this video. And yeah, obviously for masters you get extra points in terms of PR. So masters, I would go for masters. So I hope you liked this video. If you enjoyed this video, I would recommend you to watch this one. It's a comparison, you might like it. And yeah, obviously I hope you subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching.